Why, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Truly Odd podcast, where we bring you the latest in game news and movie news. I am your host, Joe Garcia. So grab your controllers, get your popcorn, and let's go ahead and dive right on in, shall we? Starting with our game news topics of the day. And our first game news topic of the day is regarding Metal Hellsing developer The Outsiders is getting shut down. Let's go ahead and take a look at this article from Game Informer. And here are some of the details. It looks like David Goldberg, forgive me if I'm pronouncing his name wrong, has announced the shutdown of the Outsiders following layoffs at parent company Funcom. We talked about them last week, expressing gratitude for the team and its resilience and legacy for Metal Helsing. The Swedish studio acquired by Funcom in 2021 is the latest casualty in a wave of closures that also impacted the team behind Dune Awakening following the Tencent acquisition in 2020. The acquisition of Funcom in 2020 specific. Uh, Known for its acclaimed rhythm-based shooter, Outsiders joins a growing list of shuttered developers in 2025. So just another studio, another team just getting laid off. Crazy. Here's their full note that they posted. If you want to read it for yourself, here it is on the screen. So go ahead and pause it. But yeah, just a crazy time to be a developer in the gaming industry, as 2025 has been one of the most laid off years, I think, in gaming history, if I can recall. Please correct me if I'm wrong about that. But yeah, I think we've had around 90,000 to 100,000 layoffs in the gaming industry this year, and a lot of different studio closures. So it's crazy time to be a developer, and I'm just curious what's going on and what do you guys think about it? And are you a fan of Metal Housing? And are you sad to see this developer go? To see that there'll probably be no longer any support for Metal Housing, or they won't be making a sequel. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. All right, guys, let's go ahead and move over to our next game news topic of the day. And man, Xbox just continues to stay in the news, and it's hardly ever any good news, but it looks like we do have a good update from them, I guess. Microsoft has reaffirmed commitment to the next gen Xbox amid cancellation rumors and their Game Pass backlash. Go ahead and take a look here. If you don't know what the rumor is, so there's a recent rumor going around that Xbox has canceled their next gen hardware or decided not to move forward with it, and they've also rumored that it canceled their not the mobile device. What's it called? Their portable device as well. But luckily, they came out and stated some things regarding those rumors, and here's what they stated. Following speculation from Neo Jaff, I think that's how you pronounce that, and insider Sneaker OS, Microsoft stated on October 5th, we are actively invested in our future first party consoles and devices, designed, engineered, and built by Xbox. For more details, uh, the community can revisit our agreement announcement with AMD. Recent Game Pass price hikes, retailers pulling out like Costco, but there's also a rumor that Samsung's going to be pulling out as well, seeing that they recently have lowered the cost of their current Xbox inventory, probably going to get rid of the rest of the inventory and follow suit of Costco. Let's see. There's backlash over ads and subscription changes has led to growing concerns about Xbox's long-term hardware strategy. Despite cancellation, console sales, and internal budget pressures, Microsoft insists the next gen plans remain intact. So there's just a lot going on behind the company. It looks like not Samsung, sorry, Sam's Club is not going to be carrying any Xboxes soon, just like Costco did. And who knows, maybe since Samsung, or I keep saying Samsung, excuse me, since Sam's Club is affiliate of Walmart, I believe, then Walmart will probably follow suit as well. So I'm very curious how that's all going to turn out. Now I know that there was a recent thing about them not developing their not mobile, their portable device, because AMD wanted a certain amount of devices coming out, but it looks like that's no longer the case. I guess they're figured out their dispute. Not sure exactly what's going on there, but just a lot of issues going on with the Xbox. Hopefully, they can get things sorted and get things going along. But it's nice for Xbox fans to get that reassurance from Microsoft that they're going to be continuing to move forward to the next generation of Xbox consoles. That's why I'm assuming that it's going to be more of a mini powerful PC than it will be an actual console like the PS6 will be, but we'll have to wait and see. I think you're going to be able to get Steam on there. It's going to be more like an entertainment hub more than it will be an Xbox itself. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. All right, guys, let's go ahead and move over to our next game news topic of the day. And our next game news topic is regarding Bungie's announced a new marathon play test amid controversy and studio restructuring. Let's go ahead and take a look at this article from Game Rant. It looks like Bungie will run a new technical test for marathons featuring updated maps, runner shells, proximity chat, and retuned combat pacing with applicants open for PS5, Xbox Series S, and Steam for players in North America and Europe. Excuse me, guys, I lost my place. Following plagiarism accusations, fan criticism, and CEO's Peter Parsons' resignation, Bungie has pushed forward with major improvements to the extraction shooter, aiming to regain community trust. Although under NDA, the playtest is seen as a critical checkpoint for the trouble title. Jesus Christ. With Bungie promising to share more details post test as fans await signs of meaningful turnaround, whatever the hell that means. So essentially, they're hoping that the playtest turns out really well. If you guys want to sign up for the playtest, I think Marathon put a post so you can go ahead and take a look and register if you want to be part of that playtest for this game. But who knows? I think right now the games like this aren't doing very well for the market, especially for Sony for some reason. So I think they're going to have to fall back and I mean they already put too much money into this, so they're definitely going to have to release it and see what happens. But I think games like this aren't meant for long-term gameplay and game development because it seems players aren't very interested in certain games. But I'm curious because Bungie is a great and phenomenal studio, so I'm curious how this game's going to turn out. But let me know what you guys think. Are you excited for this playtest? Are you excited to hear more announcements coming from it and how positive the changes have been, if at all? Let me know what you guys think. All right, guys, moving over to our next game news topic of the day. And our next game news topic is regarding Elon Musk is planning to release an AI generated game by the end of next year, according to a X or a tweet, whatever you want to call it, that he posted. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Elon Musk announced that XAI will, I think that's called Gronk. But so Gronk will release a great AI generated video game before the end of 2026, sharing footage of made with Gronk imaging, a XAI multi tool. Forgive me, guys. So this is the image that they're talking about. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Put up the volume a little bit. Now, mind you, guys, this isn't an actual game. I think this is just a little clip. I don't think anyone's behind the controls playing it or anything like that. I think this is just visually what it's going on. And the truth behind it is everyone's reporting this that Elon Musk said this, but I think he's just trolling everybody. But let me continue reading what's happening. Gamers mocked the announcement, criticizing the shared footage as generic and soulless, and questioned the appeal of a full AI generated game. Given current technical limitations, Musk's historic and ambitious deadlines, many view the claim as unrealistic. Anyways, guys, I'm just gonna not read that part. It doesn't matter. The point of the matter is that everyone is bitching about this, but the truth is, I think he's just trolling everyone. He didn't even post this. I think it's someone else posted it, and he like retweeted it or re-xed it or however the hell that's pronounced. But yeah, this is what he posted. I truthfully think he's just messing with everyone. I can't. He's not a gamer. He doesn't own a game studio, and maybe his AI generation will possibly at one point be able to develop a game to the point where you're able to do it like this. But you know, there's so much human input that needs to be involved with generating a game. Like there's animations, there's visuals, there's back end programming, there's just so much that goes involved. There's QA analytics, there's making sure it can go on PC and console if that's what you want to do, or mobile applications. There's APIs. There's there's just so much behind video games that most people don't really understand. That an AI generation might be able to get you to a certain point, but there will always be need to be human inputs into games. But I don't even think he's interested in developing a game himself, because he's so focused on going to Mars and doing all these other things. I truthfully think he's just trolling people and just having a lot of fun. And he seems to be doing that a lot with his tweets. So I don't know why the industry took this so serious, or why articles are taking this so serious. I very much doubt that he will be developing any type of video game anytime soon. So, but let me know what you guys think. Do you think he's joking around like I do? Do you think he's being serious about this AI generating a new game? And also, I'm curious, how far along do you guys think AI is from generating its own game? Now, mind you, that will still have user and people input, because that needs to be done even with AI tools like that. But I'm curious, how far along do you guys think that will be? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and move over to our next game news topic of the day. And our next game news topic of the day is regarding Ghost of Yotei surpasses 2 million in sales in 3 days. Let's go ahead and take a look here at this article from Game Rant. It looks like we have a bit of a breakdown here, but I want to read to you guys some of the details. Ghost of Yotei reportedly earns over 140 million in 3 days of release, with 2 million units sold across standard, deluxe, and collector's edition. With a development cost estimated around $60 million, the game has likely doubled its production budget, though marketing expenses may still impact overall profitability. While slightly trailing Ghost of Tsushima's 2020 launch pace, Yotei's strong debut suggests potential long-term success, especially if a PC release follows Sony's recent multi-platform strategy. So this is very, very interesting that they made so much money. Honestly, I'm very, very surprised that the budget for this game was only 60 million. Now, I know I say only 60 million, but that's a lot of money. But for the games, like, I think Spider-Man was over 100 million, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see if we can find out what Spider-Man 2's budget was, or Spider-Man 1's. Or no, Spider-Man 2 because it's a sequel. Spider-Man 2 game budget. Let's see if it knows. Let's see. No, not that one. Sorry. Insomniac Spider-Man 2. Over original budget of $30 million, over the original $270 million budget. So it's around $300 million for that game. So the fact that Ghost of Yotei is estimated to be around $60 million. Now, let's say it's above that, like $100 million. That's still really good for a game like this on this level of game. And I think this is because they already had the assets of Ghost of Tsushima. They already had a lot of the character designs and models. They already had a lot of the combat done. So they were able to just enhance it, make it better, and restructure it and reutilize assets and improve on them, as opposed to developing them from scratch. So I think that's awesome that this game only costs possibly around 60 million to make, plus marketing. And with them making 140 million dollars, that just shows you how successful the game is going to be. But here is a bit of a breakdown of what we're seeing regarding the Ghost of Tsushima and Ghost of Yotei numbers. So the first 3 days, Ghost of Tsushima made 2.4 million, whereas Ghost of Yotei is at 2. The first 4 months, it made 5 million. And mind you, I think these are units sold, not money. So 5 million units. 2 years, it reached 9.73 million units, and at 4 years, it reached 13 million units. And so I think that this is very much on track to match it, which is good. And you know what? Just out of curiosity, let's find out what Ghost of Tsushima's budget was. Tsushima budget. Now, mind you, these are a lot of estimates. Nothing's guaranteed. Unless you're part of the company, or unless you have actual back-end information, you can't really get actual numbers. But it looks like Ghost of Tsushima was roughly the same price, around $60 million, which is really, really awesome. Let's see. Yeah, around $60 million. It looks like people need to take notes at Sucker Punch and really see how they're handling their games and the way that they're developing it. Because wow, what a good turnaround if they made 140 already within the first 3 days, and they're just gonna continue to make more money. What a good and what a great game. I'm gonna try to bring you guys an interview this weekend. I'm playing it ongoing. I kind of want to get a little further along in the game. If I'm able to beat it the story, then hopefully I can just give you guys a full review. But if not, I'm just gonna give you guys a however many hours in review for this weekend and let you guys know what my thoughts are on the game. All right, guys, that does it for our game news topics. We're going to go ahead and move over to our movie news topics of the day. And our first movie news topic of the day is regarding The Witcher Season 4 debuted its trailer today. So let's go ahead and take a look here. We finally see not our first look. We had pictures of him first, but we get to see him in action, Liam Hemsworth as Gerald. And I'm going to be honest with you, Gerald, or however you pronounce it. I'm not gonna lie, I was not very much looking forward to season 4. I don't even know why they would have continued it without Henry Cavill, because he did such a good job as that character for the first 3 seasons. And honestly, this trailer very much surprised me. I wasn't expecting it to be so good. Liam Hemsworth looks good as a character. It looks like he's bringing his own flair to it, makes the character his own. And honestly, I didn't even really notice that Henry Cavill wasn't involved, sadly. I mean, that's good, I guess, because you really want this show to continue to move forward and be successful. So I think they did a great job with this trailer. I really, really enjoyed it. I'm going to have the trailer in the description down below. If you guys want to take a look at it. But yeah, all the characters, not all characters are returning, but you know what I mean. Actors, I mean. All the other actors are returning, and it looks like a lot of fun and very entertaining. And it looks like it's going to be a fun season. So no complaints here. I'm very surprised how much I actually enjoyed this trailer. I wasn't expecting it to be that good. So if they continue to market it this well with trailers like this and shorts like this or whatever they put out, I'm probably going to be checking out the new season. Originally, I had no interest in checking out season 4 without Henry Cavill involved. But after seeing the way that this trailer turned out, it actually got me excited for the 4th season. So I'm going to probably be checking it out, which is good. I think that's exactly what marketing needs to do. It needs to take people like me who are not interested in something and make them interested. And that's exactly what they did for me. All right, guys, let's go ahead and move over to our next movie news topic of the day. And our next movie news topic of today is regarding Amazon Prime Video removes guns from James Bond posters. Let's go ahead and take a look here. I just thought this story was pretty interesting that they removed it. Here are some of the images that they did. We're going to go ahead and go through some of these posts. I thought this was funny. Amazon has removed the gun from their Bond posters, given the tantalizing impression that Sean Connery and Pierce Brosnan think you're a wanker. And the reason he says that is because their hand placements are giving the jerky motion. I just thought that was hilarious, and I just thought that was really funny. Well, some of the comments are pretty funny too. We'll go ahead and take a look at that if you guys want. But let me go ahead and read you guys some of the details. Prime Video UK posted excuse me. Prime Video UK video, Prime Video UK posted altered James Bond artwork with 007's iconic Walter PPK airbrushed out, prompting criticism from fans who saw it as unnecessary censorship. After widespread complaints and social media mocking, including jokes from Ruff Johnson, which is this person that we just read right here, Amazon quietly replaced the images with film stills, none of which feature Bond holding a gun. With Denis Villeneuve's directing the next James Bond, fans express a concern from Amazon's influence of the character's portrayal through some speculation that some speculate that the editing may have stemmed from internal compliance decisions, whatever the hell that means. Maybe legal issues that they're having. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of these images here. Some of these tweets. So we got some people adding more guns to their hands. Very Naked Gun-esque. We got people adding bananas in their hand. I just think these are so hilarious. We got the hot dog here. We got people holding up their finger guns, and what did they? I think they someone went through all the posters and did the same thing. That's what they posted originally. Let's see, they're showing Rambo. They even make a Yu-Gi-Oh reference with this. In the original animation for Yu-Gi-Oh, these were guns, and they replaced them with finger pointing or walkie talkies in certain scenes. Let's see what else we got. We got people wanking, calling the wanker thing. There was a. Oh, there it is. This one. This one's hilarious. And mind you, I'm Hispanic. This is hilarious. Okay, so I am Mexican. So deal with it. But yeah, this I found very very hilarious as well. I just sometimes you just fall into a little rabbit hole of just hilarious shit people post on the internet, and that's what I did with this. I just thought it was so funny and interesting that people felt this way. And oh, hold on, guys, we have another one over here. Let me see. We got them with the walkie talkies here as they're talking. I think this is the. Oh, it looks like he has a gun, so people are calling out. It's just funny. The internet's so good sometimes, you know. Sometimes the internet could be fucking. God damn, that's so funny. The internet could be ridiculous. Oh, they gave him an even bigger gun. Anyways, the internet could be a bit ridiculous sometimes and overwhelming, but there's moments like this where I absolutely love the internet. This is the stuff that I feel the internet was made for people to enjoy and be funny and laugh together. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think of this in the comments down below. Does this little fiasco make you concerned with what they're going to do with the actual movie now that they own the rights to James Bond? Or do you think it's a little flub and they're probably trying to find some legal loopholes with the government to make sure that things are. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. All right, guys, moving over to our next movie news topic of the day. And our next movie news topic is regarding Chris Pine and Jenny Slate are, to top line a indie romance carousel. Jesus Christ, can't read right now. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Chris Pine and Jenny Slate, I think Chris Pine's a phenomenal actor. Jenny Slate, I think she's really come up in her career and done a phenomenal job with her career as well. So Chris Pine and Jenny Slate have signed on to star in uh, Carousel, a new indie romance from writer-director Rachel Lambert with production recently completed in Cleveland. So I'm very curious why this article would say that it is have signed on even though the production has been completed. Maybe it was a little issue with the article. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe I read it wrong, but that's the notes I took. Anyways, while the story details remain secret, the film features strong supporting cast, including Sam Waterston and Katie Seagal and others. Carousel marks Lambert's next project after sometimes I think about dying. Uh, not the not the best project to necessarily discuss, but I like little projects like this. I think the industry needs a little more projects like this, small little indie romances and stuff like that, because we have been so inundated with a lot of blockbusters in the film industry, and seeing movies be successful like oh my god, what was that one with Sydney Sweeney? Hold on, it's gonna bother me. Let's see, Sydney Sweeney, what was it called? Anyone but you being such a low budget and doing so successful. So seeing studios are more interested in investing in like little rom-coms and stuff like that, it's very exciting to see. So hopefully this turns out well, and I think the two talents are absolutely great, Chris Pine and Jenny Slate. All right, guys, let's go ahead and move over to our next movie news topic. And our next movie news topic of the day is regarding Fast and the Furious 11 status with Universal. And let's go ahead and take a look here. So, how do I explain this? There is so much going on behind this. So, initially, Fast X was supposed to come out like I think 2 years ago or a year ago or something like that. But there's just been delay after delay regarding the Fast and Furious 11. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of these details. Despite earning $704 million globally, Fast X fell well short of breaking even point, prompting Universal to reconsider the viability of its planned sequel. Universal reportedly capped Fast 11's budget at $200 million, far below Vin Diesel's vision, which included a massive cast, international locations, and a return of Paul Walker's character. With no release date and stalled development, the final chapter remains in limbo, though passion, though Vin Diesel's passion and potential for spin-offs may keep the Fast saga alive in some form or another. But Here's the main thing. The Fast X cost around, I think, was reportedly right here, 340 million dollars. The break even point was $850 million. Now, with $340 million for a Fast and Furious movie, you would think that they made both movies back to back, but no, that wasn't the case. This was just for the one film costing that much money, and it's everyone getting paid. A lot of people, returning to the franchise. Jason Statham, Vin Diesel himself, um, whoever the hell else you can name that I can't think of, Ludacris, whatever. All those people are making fuck tons of money working on this movie, and they're being traveled to who knows where, making it a really, really worldwide romp. That's why Vin Diesel announced that they were going to kind of bring it back to LA and make it more street racing and stuff like that. But it looks like Vin Diesel brought them a $250 million budget for the last film, but they wanted to cut it down by another $50 million. And so it looks like if I were Vin Diesel, I would just take a pay cut. I would ask everyone to take a pay cut so they can make this film. It's kind of ridiculous how the last film ended on such a big cliffhanger, and we have no film in production, no story being told to continue this story, and not to mention the post credit scene with Dwayne the Rock Johnson, which has gone nowhere, and there's no movie involved with this. But I'm very curious now that the Smashing Machine came out this weekend to only $6 million. Now I know The Rock got some other projects like Moana, the live action Moana coming out and stuff like that. So I'm sure he's not really worried about his box office potential in the future with those movies. But I'm very curious if he's going to be coming out of this fiasco with the Smashing Machine fiasco, meaning not making. But I'm curious how he's going to come out of that and go into maybe wanting to work on another Fast and the Furious movie or be a part of this one. If him joining it would bring in an extra $50 million for the budget. I'm just very curious how it's going to end up turning out. But yeah, Fast and the Furious seems to possibly be in another state of limbo where we're not going to be sure if they're going to develop this or not. If Vin Diesel and the team can't bring the budget down to $200 million, looks like they're not going to be moving forward with this, so the movie may get canceled. And that's very sad to see because I think this franchise does need an ending. And honestly, bringing Paul Walker's character back is probably going to be a big problem too. And let me explain why. If they decide to do the CGI route, that's going to be a big cost on the budget. They need to recast him. Maybe recast him with one of his brothers is fine, but they definitely need to recast the character if they want to bring that character back in, because having CGI on a character throughout a whole film like this, regardless of how many scenes he's in, is going to be very costly. So we'll see what they end up doing. But let me know what you guys think of this in the comments down below. Do you guys want to see Fast and Furious 11 or Fast X Part 2 or whatever the hell they're going to call it? And do you think it's ridiculous that they even made such a big cliffhanger without having a guaranteed sequel already in development or already in shooting? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Alright guys, that being said, let's move over to our last movie news topic of the day. And our last movie news topic is regarding Rosa Salazar shares hopeful updates of Alita Battle Angel 2. Cameron is still on board. Let's go ahead and take a look here at this article. She was being interviewed. If you guys want to watch the full interview, you can go ahead and go to the link in the description down below and check it out for yourself. There's also quoted comments here if you guys want to read that for yourself as well, but I'll break it down to you guys the details. In a recent interview, Rosa Salazar confirmed her continued push for Alita Battle Angel 2, revealing she even wrote a treatment that James Gunn praised as so cool. Despite delays, Cameron and Rodriguez, who was the director of the film, by the way, have maintained their pledge to make the sequel, with Salazar citing their collaboration and shared vision as a highlight of her career. While fans' demand remains strong, the film's cult status has grown. Budget concerns. Hold on. Excuse me. Anyways, fans want the movie. It has a cult status now. Budget concerns and scheduling conflicts are causing issues, especially with Cameron's Avatar commitment continuing to stall official progress. Sorry, guys. End of the day, my mind's fucked, but we're gonna push through. All that being said, guys, if this project's not gonna go nowhere. And I'll explain why. James Cameron's main concern right now is his 5 Avatar movies. He's now done 3. We got the other one I think in production currently, and then the one after that is I don't even think they've started filming it yet. So that's another. If we're getting Avatar this year in 2025, we're not going to get the next one till 2027, and then the one after that will be in 2029, probably 2030 maybe. Right now, let's see if I think they have the release dates listed down. I'm not sure if they'll be on James Cameron's IMDb. Let me double check something for you guys real quick. Sorry, yeah, I know it's so boring just watching someone try to figure shit out, but have our issues. Not writing, not producing, we want directing. Okay. So, as of right now, Avatar Fire and Ash is set for 2025. Oh, I'm sorry. Avatar 4 is set for 2029, and Avatar 5 is set for 2031. So, even further out than we had anticipated. I'm sure those might get bumped down a little bit, maybe 2028, maybe 2030, but we'll have to wait and see. It's going to take a couple years to get these movies out. And the reason I'm focusing more on James Cameron than I am even Rosa Salazar or Robert Rodriguez, who was the Alita Battle Angel director, is because Robert Rodriguez's name is not as big as James Cameron. Neither is the actress. Oh my god, I just said her name, Rosa Salazar. So I think in order to get an Alita Battle Angel 2 up and running, James Cameron's going to have to step away from Avatar for a little bit and either direct it himself or have a very hands-on approach to this film, because he's the big name that studios will follow behind, especially with a movie that didn't do very well at the box office like Alita Battle for the budget that it was. Now, I don't have the exact numbers on me right now, but I don't think it did very well. If you guys are curious, you know what? Let's look at it. We already fucking pulled away. Might as well. Let's see. So Alita's budget. Let's see. Alita Battle Angel budget. Let's see if we can find it. Now, mind you, these are all estimates. Okay, so the movie was reportedly around $170 million, not including marketing. And how much did it make at the box office? Let's see. Alita Battle Angel box office made about $400 million. Just so you guys can see. So yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, right here we have the budget. This is the official budget, I guess. And so yeah, definitely not good for a movie of this caliber and a movie of this size and scope. They definitely wanted to hit the $600 million mark. I think a sequel could be successful, but I think it could only be successful if James Cameron directed it, and he's not going to be pulling away from his Avatar films anytime soon. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Would you like a Alita Battle Angel Part 2 directed by James Cameron, or would you like Robert Rodriguez to return to direct and have Cameron be more of a hands-on producer at Reroll? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Alright guys, that's a wrap for today's episode of the Truly Odd Podcast. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. If you like this episode, please like and subscribe. And always, guys, remember, stay true, be odd.